It's Waifu Week in overtime. Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Hobby Japan Kotobukiya Queen's Gate Kasumi figure. Now, Waifu Week was last week, and why are we back here with another Kasumi? Well, shoutouts to Almighty Rasen on Twitter, who basically said he was expecting for me to review this Kasumi, and for the Waifu Week, I picked my 3 favorites, but since he asked, I was like, why not do it? Because I'm a man of the people. So let's have a look at the sizable quick she stands. I gotta take off the base for that because I just want the figure. If I can take off the base, I cannot take off the base right now, so I'm cancel that. But yeah, she stands at about 17 centimeters to the top of her head, which means we're going up to 6.6 inches. Sounds about right. So overall look and design of the figure, we had the words Animu in here a lot, and this is the most Animu figure of all of them. You have the very big Animu eyes, the hair is very orange, more than any other Kasumi I had in here. So yeah, Queen's Gate is kind of like a visual combat book or something, which I looked up some pictures. It basically has some pictures of Kasumi in kind of combat situations where her clothes get ripped off, because it's kind of like, from what I understand, a spin-off of the Queen's Blade series. Just this one, the Queen's Gate, is made by Hobby Japan and features all kinds of different characters from different games. So yeah. Alright, let's focus back on the figure. The hair is very nicely molded. You got some shading in it. As I said, it's very orangey, but gets a little bit more brown on the tips. And we got the ribbon in the back, yellow one, and a very, very, very long pigtail. Just really exaggerated, but still, they're kind of making a little bit of their own. You got the gold Kasumi logo in the back. And as far as the paint job goes, the logo looks nice, but overall, once again, we're going back to it. You kind of have a dark blue outfit, right? What do you do if you have dark blue and white? You should have the white and paint the blue over it, but no. They have the dark blue and paint the white over it. As such, the white in some places is really rough. It has paint bleeding, and in some parts the blue is still shining through. So overall, the mold is nice, but the paint really falls apart in a lot of places. And this one, often I say, well, you can kind of get pusher in the back and you don't really see it that much. Well, this one, you still see it, especially on the belt. That's a big smack of white paint just kind of slapped over it. And as you can tell, it's also not connecting very nicely, because you can take the entire outfit off, and then, oh my god, look at the back in the white. Look at the white in the back here. It's no good. So let's have a look at the sword. That one looks pretty nice. You got the metallic gold, and you can take the sword out, by the way. Nicely painted also, good detail. We don't have real rope on here, because with all the other ones we had that, but this one is just plastic. Painted from like a darker, goes into the bright red. By the way, you can put the sword in her hand because she has a peg and a peg hole in this hand. I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't really care about it. Kasumi never uses her sword in the game, so wow, this one's just gone straight off. Yeah, I don't say. Connecting this stuff is a bit of a pain, no pun intended. And let's look at the lower half of the figure. We got the stockings, nothing new here, and the blue kind of thingy holding it together, holding her dress together. Okay, and once again, this one is significantly lower than with other ones, and stops falling apart. You know what? Since you're falling apart, let's get to it. You can take all of this off, and it just goes by itself. You can take the entire outfit off. There's the pantsu. It's pantsu time! Just exposed. There it is. Nothing to hide. It has a little red ribbon on it. It's very nicely detailed. So right, I finally got everything off, and I had a little bit of a look, and there are some small ribbons you can put over these, but first, I don't even know if I have those, and second, I have no idea where they are right now. I bought this figure a long time ago, pre-owned, so apologies for that, but once again, I'm putting the picture up so you can see that there's little ribbons you can put over the holes, which the costume leaves. So this is lingerie version, which once again, we had a look at the panties real quick. There's a lot of detail in it, kind of molded detail, it looks nice. It's painted fairly clean. Fairly, I mean, it's okay, nothing major to complain about. Got like kind of flower design in there. And I have a big smudge on this side, I don't know how well you can see it. Kind of like the yellow smudge over here. So once again, it's pre-owned, so I'm thinking the person who had this before tried to glue this on, so... back in the blue, and by the way, you have the white base, which just has a sticker, which has been yellowing also. It's just a sticker, it's there. But yeah, final look at the figure. I feel like I didn't really have that much of a detailed look at the feet, but there's not really that much going on. She has kind of small feet, really. Tiny feet. But I don't know what that voice was, and kind of like a brownish ropes going around instead of like... Should be more gold looking, but regardless of that, I mean, okay. Final thoughts of this figure. There was a reason why I didn't have this in Waifu Week. The design overall is cool. I mean, like I'm saying, this is the most Animu figure. Also, boobs. I didn't really focus on that, but they're there all the time. There's no way you can miss those, but yeah. Boobs. But all the other ones also have boobs, and this one is the most Animu one, and has paint issues. And the costume doesn't really fit that nicely together. So yeah, I mean, this figure still kind of looks okay. I like the pose overall, and the overall Animu aesthetic is not bad, but for the rest of it, I wouldn't really recommend this one, because there's so many other ones which are better. Unless you want the real Animu Kasumi, this is the one you have to get. Just saying, but again, just... I'd say if you find this one under 100, I'd pay 50 to 100 too. Maybe somewhere in there, but definitely not over 100. It's not worth it. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Kasumi wants.